Hey everybody on YouTube, how you guys doing? This is your main man, Raheem AJ Smith, coming at you guys with another idea, food for thought. Every one of us is doing our very best in this world. Every one of us. You often tell yourself that you're going to do your best, you're going to work, you're going to provide for you. If you have a family, you're going to provide for your family. You know how that is. But you're working for now. But how long do you plan on working? Do you plan on doing what you're doing forever? If you enjoy what you do, that's great. But don't forget to set aside something for your future. If not for yourself, then for the family that is going to grow up, no matter what. Only reason I say this is because we have a lot of people who say they love God and they say that they are spreading positive energy. But if that's true, how in the world are you throwing shade and negative energy at others who may think differently from you? Now, I'm only saying this because once again in my last video, I mentioned how certain people on social media can throw shade at other people, but can talk about loving God and putting themselves first. Somehow I don't see that as real love, but at the same time, I guess everybody has their own version or their own perspective of what real love really is. Throwing positive energy means to throw positive energy at yourself and express it to others no matter what. If you're the kind of person that enjoys, beyond a shadow of a doubt, throwing positive energy and hoping to get it back in return, then throwing shade at somebody else for any reason is probably the wrong way to go. Excuse me. Now let's try to get into investing. Because everybody else, we invest our time and our physical being for cash. Every one of us has a job. If we're smart, we have a 401k. We have something going on for us now and in the future. But we all know we don't have any real control over the money that's coming in our future, especially should we lose what we have when it comes to our jobs. Just throwing that out there. We often have people who can say over and over again, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they are overqualified for their positions and that they should be receiving more. Food for thought. If you believe you're overqualified for what you do and you're always asking for more, you might as well stop begging and go out and create your own raise. There's some of us out there who are not afraid to work 1-2 jobs and then work a side business when it comes to investing in order to grow our extra wealth that much faster. Some people only believe in working one job and just being a good person. How is that possible that you're working one job, being a good person, and then still talking about what you deserve? You deserve whatever you get, and what you get is what you give and put out there. They say what you put out there, you will get back tenfold. As far as I'm concerned, bragging about what you are going to get or what you deserve, that's not going to help. What I can say is studying, investing money aside, having your money work for you in certain markets, you all know what I'm talking about, is probably the better way to go, because now you have money coming in all day, all week, all month, all year round. Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I promise that. It sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. What I am saying is that always have a plan A, plan B, plan C, etc. Always have more than one backup plan. And I say this because sometimes when you put all of your eggs in one basket, as our parents once told us, the basket tends to overfill or it tends to run dry because that's the only plan that you are actually utilizing. So to have more than one asset is a good thing. But to have too many liabilities, that can come back to bite you. Best thing to do, especially during these pandemic times and these slow recession times our countries are going through, is to have more than one asset working for us. Work for the now, but also put money aside in investments so that you'll have something coming in the near or far future. Some of us are working 1, 2 jobs during the day, during the night, basically feeling like we're working a double and we're putting money aside so that we'll have something for the future. Many examples of this is certain apps that we are utilizing to our benefit, as well as expressing them and talking about them and sending links out. You know what I'm talking about when it comes to the links that are just below this video. Then again, what are you doing with your cash? Do you spend it on liabilities, or do you invest it in assets so that you'll have something extra? Think about that as you listen to what I'm saying. Think about that as you are listening to any other videos that are close to what I'm saying, if not better. I am not the only video, I am not the only guy that you can talk to or visit, but I do look forward to hearing what you have to say. Another thing I can say is that if you only have one job and that's the only thing that you have going for you, and you want to always brag about how good you are, your merits, and stuff like that, once again, people don't care about what you're capable of, or they care about what you're capable of, but they care more about how you utilize what you're capable of. They don't care about degrees and citations or whatever the case is. I have to say they don't really care about that. What they care about is the fact that you know what you're doing and that you're not afraid to utilize it. Your self-worth is in how much effort you put into everything that you do. If you have one job and you're afraid of losing that, or you always hear people talking about, oh, we might be letting this person go, you need to find a second job as a backup. Have a plan A, which is your first job. Have a plan B, which is your second job. And a plan C would be, once again, a side hustle business. Doesn't matter what it is, but find out something that works for you. Doesn't matter what it is. And when it comes to a side business, side hustle, whatever the case may be, you're better off finding something that will take less work, more risk management, and bigger profit over time, and has a bit more tax advantages, because, come on, having 1 to 2 jobs, the tax advantages are very, very slim compared to what you're going to have if you have a side hustle business that is going to pay you for the rest of your life. I'm just throwing that out there. I've learned this myself, so I figured I'd go on ahead and let you guys know exactly what you have going for you should you choose to get in on some of these investment apps. And for the record, there's plenty of them out there. I'm currently using 4 as of right now. Not 3, 4. I went on ahead and downloaded another one. I plan on downloading another one pretty soon, because I'm finding that there are more and more assets out there, and there's more and more value out there to take advantage of and utilize to my advantage. The more advantages that you can utilize, the better. Remember that, period. Always utilize as many advantages as possible. Master one, and then use that one to leverage all the others. Remember that. Master and leverage one asset outside of your jobs, and utilize that one asset that you have mastered to leverage the other assets that you are currently going to be using, if you're not using them already. And if you're not using any other assets that don't require any work at all, except for just brain power and investing money on the side, whatever you have left, I have plenty of business apps that you can get into. 1, of course, Acorns. 2, I have Robinhood, which is one of my favorites, of course. There's also M1 Finance. There is also Stash. I just downloaded Stash. Had it for a while, so I had to go on ahead, re-download it, look into it. They are updating every single day, each one of these apps. My favorite, of course, is Robinhood. So get in on some of these apps. There are definitely, plenty of YouTube videos that talk about monthly dividends, weekly dividends, and apparently daily dividends. So do your own research, do some reading, watch some YouTube videos, Google as much as you possibly can about money, finance, and investing. Because everything is going digital, jobs are getting scarce. Having 2 jobs may not cut it, but having an extra safety cushion and building up your bank account is a lot better than having only 1 job and barely just surviving. That's all I have to say for today. Hopefully you guys caught everything I was saying. Hopefully, you guys will take what I'm saying into stride and will click the link below to any of these business opportunities. All of them free. You guys take it easy. Have a good time. Stay healthy, stay fit. Keep making that money however you can, legally, ethically, and economically. Love, peace, namaste.